Jake here, aka the Center Tarnished. Continuing through Stormvale. Um, oh! Dick. What the hell, man? One of my kind of random thoughts I was having is I associate things that kind of block our path, or these big gigantic castles and stuff like that. As like you've heard the expression that somebody is, you know, walled up, or they have their walls up in a like emotional kind of sense, or in a psychological kind of sense. That's kind of what I equate these, like the grand lifts. I feel like very much take you from kind of one plane of existence in America's psyche, so to say, to another. This is very much like guarding the more deeper, real parts of America. Very, very sneaky, sir. This guy's got high on mushrooms. This level must be like the best Um, that's really weird. Um, the best castle level of like any game. Huh. You can see right through that sucker. The tree looks like way different here. Huh. Ooh. Oh. Hmm. Um. What the? What the? Oh. Rolled right into it. I do tend to get lost in here, though. That's kind of the bad thing. Ah, sure. Ah, sure. Hmm. Commoner's simple garb. Let's check it out. Garb with the modest cloth cape attached, standard wear for commoners of the land between. The board hung from the neck depicts a sprawling tree, its roots and branches forming two holes. This is self-imposed shackle, a voluntary display of allegiance to the Erd tree that increases faith. Interesting. Torch fastened to a long pole lights up dark areas, but cannot be raised overhead. Used by soldiers on watch, its attacks set foes aflame. Ooh. Ow. Beast blood has always been one of those really fascinating items to me. Fresh beast blood glinting with gold, material used for crafting items. This glimmering blood never rots or decays. Oh, really? Ow. Ah! That was a man battle cry. That was not a shriek or anything like that. Oh boy. Godslayer's seal. Godskin prayer book. Sacred seal of the Godskin Apostles, inlaid with obsidian, said to represent the manipulation of black flame. This catalyst enhances Godslayer incantations. Huh. Godskin prayer book bound in supple skin. Incantations of the god-slaying Black Flame are written within. Can we give to a learned cleric? Black Flame Blade. What are these doing here? Why would these things just be chilling in like the wine cellar of Stormvale? Let's go back. Where was that? No. It's gotta be this, right? Goodbye. Uh-oh. You see a lot of this like color tone throughout the game. The kind of like golden tipped where it's like almost black with and then like dipped in gold. Like I think you find it on it's kind of like Fortisax's color. It's surprised you don't just fall through that. And I always associate that to a much like darker jerk. Oh, can't fight in there. Rajier. Yeah, I love the statue. I think it says so much. That like, so there's a lot of different ways you can interpret this, right? For one, you could say that man kind of came from nature, but is now like separate from it. Like our consciousness is almost like a misstep in evolution, because everything else seems to be very connected at like a cellular level with nature, and we've kind of grown almost above that, and then obviously like what I described in my lore video is that this represents kind of like the birth of one's personality. And at the bottom, you have more of the crucible, the unconscious self, where everything is harmonizing, everything coexisting. And then as you progress up and you develop in life, all these different portions of your personality start to grow. But you cling on to one specific thing, and you really only nourish that one thing, and everything else around it kind of starts to fade and die. And then you can even see with that one thing, all of the different splits and forks in the road that it creates. Those are different avenues of your unconscious, if you will, that is being repressed because of the decisions that you are making. And you can see that, I mean, it's clearly supposed to be the Erd Tree, and that this is man, kind of looking upwards, nourishing a very one particular bud of the Erd Tree. It's, to me, represents consciousness in the decisions that we make to build up our persona and our ego, and then to push down everything else around us. And you can see that one stalk that goes up and the branches coming off of it looks identical to like the black blade, or the black knife, sorry. And that is what kills Godwin, kind of the golden child. So it's very much like this seepage of the unconscious, the repressed things that manifests and kills the golden one, the golden boy. So yeah, it's there's so much that comes from this one image. I think it's so well done. Yeah. And then we got our boy Rajier.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name. A sorcerer. as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind. I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
So he, first of all, looks ridiculous. Like, out of all the characters in the, most of the characters are so like badass looking, and then he looks like he's from a different world. Like, anyways, very much like not in the theme with the rest of the characters in the game, but he says that he is tarnished too, and that he hasn't seen the guidance of grace for a very, very long time. I make the argument that the tarnished represent like this hero archetype, the everyman, the unlikely hero, and that it seems like at the beginning all tarnished have the same ability to see the guidance of grace, and then at some point a lot of it fades for them, and my guess is what happens is that they get kind of sidetracked or pulled off of their objective, and start kind of, they get influenced or taken over by some other thing. Like Rajier clearly gets taken over by trying to understand the Knight of the Black Knives. So he kind of no longer is following the guidance of grace, just moving forward in the path to become Elden Lord. He kind of starts doing his own thing, and I think it's when that starts happening, the hero archetype is no longer really apt description of what they're doing. They're more acting just kind of their own volition, like free radicals that are just kind of doing whatever they want to do. So it makes sense that when they kind of start just deviating from the path that they're supposed to be on, that these other tarnished, that they can no longer see the light. They're no longer heading in the direction of their objective. And I also find it interesting that Godric is grafting tarnished, specifically. My dog is going crazy right now. Which, to me, he's like trying to build his own strength and power by grafting these heroes to him. But clearly that's not really how it works, and he becomes this kind of monstrous thing. And then yeah, here we see the reality of this once, I'm sure, very, very powerful castle with the golden lineage, and what it's become now at the by the hands of Godfrey is this just grotesque endeavor to gain strength. Why are all these guys dropping mushrooms? Oh! This room has always really confused me. Like, there's so many different things going on. Scratch my butt real quick. So you have like the Banished Knight symbols going on with the Erd Tree and with the Hawks, who were the original inhabitants of the area. Alright, let's read Mimic Veil. Golden Veil of intricate design. Uses FP to mimic nearby objects. When Godric was hounded from Lindell, the royal capital, this was one of a multitude of treasures he took with him, also known as America's Mischief. Man, this item has been such a mind fuck. Because I feel like my guess is that Miyazaki like intentionally added America's Mischief in there to just mess with us. Because like your brain could literally go to a million different places with that. It's kind of limitless as far as, well, America could have been disguised as this, or America was always Radagon, or Radagon wore this, and things like that. But the fact that it says one of a multitude of treasures almost certainly, for me, means that the Godskin seal and prayer book were also treasures of Lindell. And something that Marika would have kept very close to her, so that way nobody could get access to it. Chrysalis Memento, Lump of Flesh, Golden Rune. Oh god. Huh! Oh, I'm gonna cheese you so hard. Yep. God damn it! God damn it! It's still probably gonna kill me. God. Do you not bleed? What? Oh. Ugh. Highland Axe. Whoever created this character did a hell of a job. I mean, damn. Godfrey might be one of my favorite characters of all time. I would say based off of that picture, he's supposed to represent like a Poseidon type of figure, which I don't really know much about the story of Poseidon, other than he's a Greek god, but I think the build I'm going to go for, and I do like your suggestion, Glitch, of doing a Godskin run, but I think I'm going to do. What the fuck do I do? I think I'm going to do a build more based off of Arcane, just so that way I get better drops and we can have a better opportunity to kind of see all of the items. And I might run like a dual dagger type of thing. Oh. Hey. Huh. All right, let's read some of the stuff we got here. We got a shield. So, Hawk Crest Wooden Shield. A tall, medium-sized wooden shield, light for its size and easy to handle, adorned with the long-forgotten crest of Stormville, ancient in design. Marred Leather Shield. Leather Shield of Stormville soldiers, much like the castle, it is marred by mottling and thorns. Some say it's the curse of grafting which causes such affliction, while others talk of its root being something altogether more sinister hidden deep within the castle. I just kind of had a thought, and I wonder if the corpse underneath the castle is just completely rotting the whole thing. Like it's just consuming the whole thing in kind of this dark, unconscious, sinister abyss, which is causing, obviously, you see the thorns everywhere, but it's also causing Godric to pursue grafting. Like it's like a very dark inner desire for power, something that he would not have done if the corpse under the castle wasn't basically like enveloping everything. We got dagger favored by military physicians in white. The pointed blade is sharp, hard and sharp, making critical hits especially potent. Medicine is mercy, and mercy upon the battlefield is ruthless. Beware the killers clothed as men of compassion. Mercy upon the battlefield is ruthless. We got 49. Let's see. Why can I not remember how to get over to that thing? Oh? Trying to get right there, people. You all probably just screaming at the top of your lungs. Maybe I can't get there for a while or something. Might have to just kind of go like up and around. Whoa! Bye! It's funny that that weapon we were just looking at, to me is supposed to be like a scalpel. Um, yeah, very much associated with a surgeon, and obviously we know. I think that they're talking about Vare, and his whole kind of pursuit. It's kind of like the first mention of medicine and doctors and things like that. But I think it's very fitting for Mikola as well. He is also dressed in all white, and I believe his needle is very much a medicinal type of thing. Actually, I did want to look at the talisman. Small withered bag knotted by hand, bestowed upon the ruling lord, or those attempting to become lord, by the elderly finger reader. As the voices of the two finger readers are said to live lives eternal, and one is even supposed to have served as a wet nurse to royalty. I can't really make out what that symbol is. I mean, it almost looks like that statue of a man in like the beginnings of the Erd Tree, or like what I described as like the conscious. Like it's very much like a few things branching off of a center stalk. Not sure. Rain crawl. Sorcery of the Servants of Death. Summons vengeful spirits that chase down foes. Charging enhances potency. Once thought lost, this ancient death hex was rediscovered by the necromancer Garrus. I wonder if we'll see Garrus in the DLC. I'm going to leave it there for today, and then tomorrow we'll go down there and whoop some ass and find out what is eating or corrupting the castle. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Peace.